Over 60. Please take this vitamin before bed to save your muscles and your legs. Dear uncles, aunts, and all of you, my name is Dr. Victor Liu. Throughout my career, I've had the opportunity to listen to the heartfelt concerns of many older adults, especially those entering their 60s and beyond. One of the most common worries I hear is, "Doctor, I don't know why, but my legs feel so weak lately. I'm walking much slower, or I just missed a small step and nearly fell." Dear friends, have you ever wondered why our leg strength and muscles seem to fade with time? Many people believe it's just a natural part of aging. But today, as a medical professional, I want to emphasize something very important. Muscle weakness and tired knees are not something we simply have to accept. The truth is, every night while we sleep, there's a silent thief gradually draining our muscle strength. And that thief isn't age. The real culprit is a lack of essential micronutrients that our bodies are desperately calling for in order to repair and regenerate during sleep. So, in today's talk, I'm not going to get into anything complicated. I just want to introduce you to 7 powerful bodyguard vitamins, scientifically proven to help protect and restore our muscles, even while we sleep. Let's discover how we can wake up each morning feeling stronger and more steady on our own 2 feet. 7 powerful vitamin bodyguards. Bodyguard number 1. Vitamin K2, the master controller, greater than or equal to 1,000 words. Dear friends, when we talk about muscle health, most people immediately think of calcium, protein, or exercise. But today, I want to introduce you to a crucial factor that's often overlooked, vitamin K2. The name might sound unfamiliar, as we're more used to hearing about vitamin K1, commonly found in green leafy vegetables and known for its role in blood clotting. But vitamin K2 is the silent leader, a master controller that ensures calcium in your body goes exactly where it's needed. Let me give you a simple analogy. Imagine your body is a construction site. Calcium is the building material, the bricks. But without a blueprint or a site manager, those bricks could end up scattered everywhere. Some places lacking, others overloaded, even spilling out dangerously. Vitamin K2 is the chief engineer, directing calcium to the right places, your bones and muscles. So what happens if you lack vitamin K2? Calcium goes astray, building up in blood vessels and arteries. Instead of strengthening your bones and muscles, it turns into a threat, hardening your arteries, restricting circulation, and depriving your muscles of nutrients. This is one of the reasons why many older adults develop arteriosclerosis, muscle aches, and rapid muscle weakening. A study published in Nutrients showed that older adults who supplemented with vitamin K2 for 12 weeks experienced up to 55% improvement in the function of mitochondria in their muscle cells. Mitochondria are the body's power plants. When they're active, your muscles stay strong, fatigue less, and recover faster. Another study from Maastricht University in the Netherlands found that supplementing with K2 alone, without changing diet or exercise, increased leg strength by 37%. Just one tiny nutrient can make a massive difference. In my practice, I've had many elderly patients come to me and say, "Doctor, I eat well, drink milk with added calcium, but my legs are still weak. I feel shaky walking, and climbing stairs leaves me breathless." After careful examination, I discovered that while they were getting calcium, they weren't getting vitamin K2, the guide. So calcium didn't reach their bones or muscles. Instead, it ended up in their arteries. No stronger muscles, an increased risk of cardiovascular issues. That's why I always tell my patients, calcium is the brick. K2 is the engineer. Without the engineer, the bricks just cause more problems. Now you might ask, where can I get vitamin K2? Luckily, there are some natural food sources, although they're quite limited. The richest source is natto, a fermented soybean dish popular in Japan. However, many people find its taste and texture off-putting. K2 is also found in hard cheeses, some naturally raised meats, goose liver, and egg yolks. That said, the amount of K2 in these foods is typically quite low. And for older adults, absorption efficiency is often reduced. That's why supplementation is often the safer and more effective route. Here are a few tips. Look for vitamin K2 in the -7 Malawian kwacha's form. It has the highest bioavailability, meaning your body can absorb and use it most effectively. Pair K2 with vitamin D3 for best results. D3 helps absorb calcium from the gut, K2 ensures it goes to the right place. They're like a well-coordinated team. Dear friends, I want to emphasize this again. Age is not a sentence for weak muscles. Getting older doesn't have to mean frailty, brittle bones, or a loss of strength. If you give your body the right nutrients, if you have Chief Engineer K2 in charge, your legs can stay strong and steady even at 60, 70, or 80. I once had a 72-year-old patient who struggled with knee pain and difficulty walking. After 3 months of supplementing with K2 and D3, she came back and told me, "Doctor, I can climb stairs without shaking now. I even carry my shopping home without getting tired. I feel like I've turned back the clock a few years." That story touched me deeply, and I truly believe that any one of us, if we understand and apply this knowledge, can regain strength. We don't have to surrender to weakness just because of age. So please remember this well. Vitamin K2, the master controller of calcium, is bodyguard number 1, an essential protector of your muscles after 60. So where should you get your vitamin C? Natural sources include oranges, lemons, guava, strawberries, kiwi, broccoli, spinach, and red bell peppers. Important note, vitamin C is easily destroyed by heat, so fruits and vegetables should be eaten fresh or lightly cooked to retain the most nutrients. For older adults who may have reduced absorption, a daily supplement of 250 to 500 milligrams can be considered, depending on individual needs and a doctor's recommendation. Let me emphasize this. Taking vitamin C isn't just about preventing colds. It's about maintaining strong, resilient muscles and preventing falls, one of the most common fears among people over 60. Please remember this line. Without vitamin C, your body loses its glue and your muscle house begins to fall apart. That's why vitamin C is bodyguard number 2, the construction warrior. Quiet but absolutely vital in keeping your legs, arms, and overall confidence strong and steady.
If you find this helpful, tap the like button and leave me a comment. A tudo, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our health tips.
Bodyguard number 3, vitamin B6, the power switch. We all know that muscles need protein to grow and stay strong. That's why many older adults pay close attention to eating more meat, fish, eggs, and milk, foods rich in protein. However, here's a secret few people realize. Without vitamin B6, no matter how much protein you consume, your body still can't convert it into real muscle. That's why I call vitamin B6 the power switch. Think of your body as a muscle-building factory and protein as the bricks, cement, and steel. But for the factory to work, it needs electricity and the switch to turn it on. Vitamin B6 is that switch. Without it, the factory stays idle, materials pile up, but no strong muscle walls are ever built. Inside the body, vitamin B6 plays a vital role in converting amino acids, the building blocks of protein, into muscle tissue. Without it, protein synthesis becomes inefficient, and over time, muscles weaken and strength declines. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher levels of vitamin B6 in their blood retained 22% more lean muscle mass over 3 years than those who were deficient. This proves that B6 isn't just a supporting vitamin. It's a key factor in preserving muscle. You might have experienced this yourself, eating well but still feeling weak, tired, or seeing no improvement in muscle strength. That's your body's way of telling you it's missing the switch, vitamin B6. I remember a 65-year-old woman who came to me with exactly this issue. She had a healthy diet, meat, fish, eggs, even high-protein milk, but still complained that her arms were getting flabbier, her legs shaky on stairs, and her grip often failed when carrying groceries. Testing revealed she was deficient in vitamin B6. After 2 months of B6 supplementation combined with adequate protein intake, she returned and told me, "Doctor, I can carry my shopping bag without shaky hands now, and climbing stairs is much easier." This shows how just flipping the right switch can get your muscle engine running again. In addition to helping with protein metabolism, vitamin B6 is essential in producing hemoglobin, the main component of red blood cells that carries oxygen. Muscles need a steady supply of oxygen to stay strong and recover. So without enough B6, the body not only weakens but may also experience fatigue, dizziness, and even anemia. Moreover, B6 affects the nervous system. It helps produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which improve mood and reduce stress. Older adults who get enough B6 often sleep better, feel less anxious, and, thanks to better sleep, enjoy improved muscle recovery overnight. So where can you get vitamin B6? Natural sources: chicken, salmon, tuna, beef liver, potatoes, bananas, sunflower seeds, whole grains. For older adults, whose digestion and absorption may be less efficient, supplements might be needed. The recommended dose for adults is usually 1.5 to 2 mg/day, but older individuals may require slightly higher doses under medical supervision. Caution: excessive intake of B6, doses in the tens to hundreds of mg/day for long periods, can lead to numbness in the hands and feet or peripheral nerve damage. So it's important to take the right dose regularly and with monitoring. One more tip: B6 often works best when combined with its friends, vitamin B12 and folate. This trio helps produce red blood cells, support the nervous system, and boost energy metabolism. That's why many doctors recommend B-complex supplements, which provide a balanced blend of B vitamins for comprehensive support. Dear friends, after the age of 60, maintaining muscle strength isn't just about eating more protein. We need the power switch, vitamin B6, to turn protein into real strength. Remember this simple line: without B6, protein is just unused bricks. With B6, it becomes a solid wall of muscle. So don't underestimate the importance of vitamin B6. It's bodyguard number 3, the power switch in your journey to protect and rebuild muscle as you age. Bodyguard number 4, vitamin E, the protective shield. When people hear vitamin E, most think of it as the beauty vitamin, commonly found in skincare products or supplements meant to brighten the skin. But the truth is, vitamin E does far more than just support healthy skin. For those over 60, vitamin E plays a critical role. It protects muscles from a silent enemy known as free radicals. Let me use a simple analogy. Imagine your body as a city and your muscles as the buildings. During the day, as we move around, work, and exercise, it's like factories in the city running, producing smoke and waste. In the body, these waste products are free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage cells. If left unchecked, free radicals drill into walls and roofs, slowly damaging muscle cells from the inside. So who steps up to shield the muscle cells? That's where vitamin E comes in. It acts as a strong shield, protecting the outer membrane of muscle cells from being attacked, especially at night, when your muscles are trying to repair and rebuild. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with sufficient vitamin E in their system had 27% better physical performance, including walking speed and grip strength, compared to those with deficiencies. This proves that vitamin E isn't just for beauty. It's essential for maintaining muscle strength. Another study at the University of Arkansas, USA, found that elderly individuals who took 400 IU of natural vitamin E before bed showed significantly reduced signs of overnight muscle damage. In other words, vitamin E acts like a protective coating, keeping the muscle house from deteriorating during its nightly self-repair. I had a 70-year-old male patient who often complained of sore, aching legs after his morning walks, saying his muscles felt drained. Upon reviewing his diet, I found he rarely ate nuts, seeds, or foods rich in vitamin E. After 3 months of consistent supplementation, he came back and told me, "Doctor, I can now walk for 30 minutes without my calves feeling sore, and I feel more energized in the morning." This goes to show, sometimes, adding a small shield can make a big difference. Beyond protecting muscles, vitamin E offers several other important benefits. Improves blood circulation. It reduces platelet clumping, helping blood flow more freely. That means muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients. Reduces chronic inflammation. Many older adults live with silent inflammation that weakens muscles over time. Vitamin E helps calm this down, aiding muscle recovery. Supports the immune system. A strong immune system is essential for overall health and well-nourished muscles. So, where can you get vitamin E? Natural sources: almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, olive oil, sunflower oil, spinach, and avocado. Supplement form, often available in soft gel capsules. The recommended dosage for older adults ranges from 100 to 400 IU per day. For best results, choose the natural form, D-alpha-tocopherol, over synthetic versions. A word of caution: taking too much vitamin E, especially doses in the thousands of IU daily over a long period, can increase the risk of bleeding, especially for those on blood thinners. So always stick to safe, moderate doses and follow medical guidance. Dear friends, I want to stress this point. Nighttime isn't just for sleeping. It's the time when your body goes into repair mode. But if you lack vitamin E, that process is like building a house with no fence. Free radicals, the thieves, can sneak in and wreak havoc. On the other hand, with enough vitamin E, your muscles are protected, and you wake up feeling stronger, less sore, and more refreshed. Please remember this line. Vitamin E is the shield. Without it, your muscles silently suffer night after night. That's why vitamin E is bodyguard number 4, the protective shield. Quiet, modest, but always standing guard to keep your muscles safe and sound. Bodyguard number 5, vitamin D3, the gene activator. Throughout my years in medicine, I've noticed that most patients only associate vitamin D3 with one thing: strong bones and preventing osteoporosis. While that's true, it's just a small part of D3's much larger role. In reality, vitamin D3 is vital for muscle health. So much so that I call it the gene activator, because it has the power to awaken the genetic switches hidden deep inside your muscle fibers. Think of your body as a massive building with thousands of light switches. Many of these switches are off, waiting for a signal to be turned on. The same goes for your muscles. There are genes responsible for muscle repair, regeneration, and growth, and vitamin D3 is the one walking down the hallway, flipping those switches on. Without D3, those switches remain off. Muscles shrink, weaken, and lose their ability to bounce back. That's why many older adults, even with a good diet and regular exercise, still experience rapid muscle loss, because the switch flipper is missing. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults who took 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily for 12 weeks increased their leg strength by 18%. That might seem like a small number, but for someone over 60, 18% can be the difference between walking independently or needing a cane. Another study from Switzerland showed that older adults with vitamin D3 deficiency had twice the risk of severe muscle loss. Many of them eventually needed walkers or wheelchairs just to stay mobile. This highlights that D3 isn't just a vitamin. It's practically a survival hormone, essential for strength and independence. Vitamin D3 is especially critical for maintaining fast-twitch muscle fibers, the kind that help with balance, climbing stairs, standing up quickly, or catching yourself when you trip. When these fibers weaken, the risk of falling skyrockets. And as we know, a fall at age 70 can lead to serious, long-lasting consequences. I recall a 74-year-old woman who came to see me after several falls in the bathroom. She told me, "Doctor, my legs just keep getting weaker. I can't even get up from a chair without shaking." Blood tests revealed a severe vitamin D3 deficiency. After 3 months of steady supplementation and light exercise, she came back smiling. "Now I can climb stairs without holding the railing, and I haven't fallen once in the past month." That confirmed for me. D3 truly is the activator that helps the body reclaim its strength. So, how can you get more vitamin D3? Sunlight, the most natural source. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sun a day helps your body make D3. But many older adults stay indoors or use heavy sunscreen, limiting this benefit. Foods: salmon, mackerel, sardines, cod liver, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products. Supplements, available as capsules or drops. For older adults, the recommended dose is usually 800 to 2,000 IU/day, depending on individual health and blood test results. Important tip: D3 works best when paired with vitamin K2. As shared in Bodyguard number 1, D3 helps absorb calcium, while K2 guides it to the right places, your bones and muscles. Together, they form a power duo for skeletal and muscular health. Also, keep in mind that D3 is fat-soluble. To boost absorption, take it with a meal that includes healthy fats like olive oil, fatty fish, or avocado. Dear friends, after 60, the most frightening loss isn't gray hair or wrinkles. It's the loss of independence, not being able to stand up easily, losing balance, or feeling unsteady walking. Vitamin D3 is one of the key tools we have to protect that independence. Please remember this line. Vitamin D3 doesn't just strengthen bones. It activates the genes that rebuild muscle, keeping your legs steady and your body quick to respond. That's why vitamin D3 earns its title as bodyguard number 5, the gene activator. Essential, powerful, and irreplaceable in the journey to preserve strength, stability, and confidence after 60. Bodyguard number 6, vitamin B12, the nerve messenger. Have you ever felt like your legs were weighed down, like walking took extra effort, or that your body just isn't responding the way it used to? Many people assume it's just aging or joint problems. But in many cases, the true culprit is a deficiency in a vital nutrient, vitamin B12. I call vitamin B12 the nerve messenger because it plays a crucial role in ensuring that signals from your brain are clearly and efficiently transmitted to every muscle fiber in your body. Without enough B12, it's like having a flickering electrical system. Your brain sends commands, but the signals get lost or delayed, leaving your legs heavy, your movement slow, and your risk of falling much higher. Inside the body, B12 helps produce myelin, the protective sheath around nerves, similar to the plastic insulation around electrical wires. Without enough myelin, nerve signals leak, weaken, or get disrupted, and as a result, your muscles don't receive the full instructions they need to function smoothly. That's why B12 deficiency is often described as cutting the communication line between brain and body. A large-scale study from Tufts University in the U.S. found that 39% of muscle weakness in older adults was linked to vitamin B12 deficiency. That means nearly 4 in 10 cases of age-related muscle loss could potentially be improved with the right B12 support. Another study, published in Neurology, showed remarkable results. Older adults who took methylcobalamin, the most active form of B12, for just 8 weeks improved their neuromuscular coordination by 49%. That's nearly a 50% recovery in muscle control simply by replenishing one essential vitamin. In my practice, I've seen many patients misdiagnose themselves or get misdiagnosed due to these subtle symptoms. They often say, "Doctor, it feels like my legs are being pulled down. I get pins and needles in my toes and feel off balance. I wake up tired and need to sit down again after walking just a few steps." These symptoms aren't always about bones or joints. They're often the result of broken nerve-muscle communication caused by low B12. One patient, a 69-year-old man, had a decent diet but kept complaining that his legs felt glued to the ground. Tests revealed he had a severe B12 deficiency. The issue? As we age, our stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb B12 from food. After a course of methylcobalamin injections, followed by sublingual, under the tongue, tablets for maintenance, he returned after 2 months and said, "Doctor, I walk much faster now. My legs don't feel heavy anymore." This story reminds us that after 60, you can still become deficient in B12 even with a proper diet, because the body's ability to absorb it declines. Normally, B12 from food is absorbed with the help of a stomach-produced protein called intrinsic factor. But aging reduces acid and intrinsic factor production, making B12 deficiency a silent destroyer. Beyond muscle function, B12 deficiency can also cause numbness or tingling in hands and feet, loss of balance and frequent falls, memory issues and confusion, mood changes, or even depression. So, how can you replenish B12? Natural sources: red meat, salmon, tuna, eggs, dairy, liver. Supplements: sublingual tablets, oral capsules, or injections, based on your needs. Methylcobalamin is often recommended for better absorption and effectiveness. Dosage: typically 500 to 1000 mg/day, depending on your condition. For serious deficiencies, doctors may recommend injectable B12 for faster recovery. Important note: many older adults can't rely solely on food sources to meet their B12 needs. Regular blood tests and proper supplementation are essential for staying on top of your levels. Dear friends, I want to emphasize, vitamin B12 is the nerve messenger that ensures smooth, reliable communication between your brain and your muscles. Without it, your body moves like a disconnected machine. With it, everything operates in perfect harmony. Please remember this. Without B12, The brain sends orders, but the muscles never hear them. With B12, your body moves like a well-coordinated orchestra. That's why vitamin B12 is bodyguard number 6, the nerve messenger, a crucial ally in maintaining strength, agility, and mental clarity after 60. Bodyguard number 7, magnesium glycinate, the relaxation specialist. Dear friends, we've now explored 6 powerful vitamin bodyguards, each playing a unique role, from calcium commanders and collagen builders to signal protectors and nerve messengers. But now, I want to introduce you to a lesser-known, yet incredibly vital ally in your body's nightly healing and recovery process, magnesium glycinate. While magnesium isn't a new name to many, it's often underestimated. People focus on calcium, vitamin D, and protein, but magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, many of which directly affect muscle performance and recovery. Among its many forms, magnesium glycinate is considered one of the best. It's highly absorbable, gentle on the stomach, and especially effective at calming muscles and supporting deep sleep. Why do I call magnesium glycinate the relaxation specialist? Because it works like a skilled technician, untangling tight muscle knots, soothing overactive nerves, and easing your body into its most peaceful, healing state. Have you ever experienced sudden nighttime leg cramps that jolt you out of sleep? Waking up with stiff limbs, as if you ran a marathon in your dreams? Restless nights where your body just couldn't relax, and mornings that left you exhausted? These may all be signs of magnesium deficiency. A study from the University of Palermo in Italy gave adults over 65 250 milligrams of magnesium glycinate nightly for 3 months. The results were astounding. 34% increase in morning muscle strength, significant reduction in cramps, less joint stiffness, dramatic improvement in sleep quality. This proves that magnesium doesn't just help you sleep better. It plays a direct role in energy regeneration and muscle repair while you rest. One reason magnesium is so crucial is its role in creating ATP, the body's energy currency. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't produce sufficient energy, leading to fatigue, weakness, and slow recovery. Additionally, magnesium regulates muscle contraction and relaxation. If calcium is the signal to contract a muscle, magnesium is the release switch that lets it relax. Without enough magnesium, your muscles remain tense, leading to cramps, tightness, and pain. I've had many patients complain about nighttime cramps. One 66-year-old woman told me, "Every night, I'd wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. with painful leg cramps that made me jump out of bed. I thought it was just aging. I had no idea it could be fixed." After supplementing with magnesium glycinate for 2 months, she came back beaming. "Now I sleep through the night, no more cramps. I wake up feeling light and refreshed." Beyond muscle benefits, magnesium glycinate supports the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and recover system. This is the switch your body flips at night to begin its healing cycle. Magnesium fuels this process. Without it, your recovery is delayed, and every night becomes a missed opportunity to heal. Chronic magnesium deficiency has also been linked to increased risks of anxiety, insomnia, depression, and even chronic pain, putting older adults into a vicious cycle. Poor sleep, slow recovery, more fatigue, even worse sleep. Magnesium glycinate helps break that cycle. So, where can you get more magnesium? Natural sources: pumpkin seeds, almonds, cashews, dark leafy greens like spinach, bananas, fish, and whole grains. Supplements: magnesium glycinate capsules are ideal, easy to absorb, and less likely to cause digestive upset compared to other forms. Recommended dosage: typically 200-400 mg/day, depending on your health status. Older adults should start low and increase slowly under medical supervision. Bonus benefit: magnesium glycinate calms the nervous system, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. And we all know, a good night's sleep leads to stronger muscles and a sharper mind in the morning. Dear friends, in the journey of muscle protection, it's not just about building and defending. We also need proper rest to heal. Magnesium glycinate is like a gentle healer, quietly guiding your body into deep relaxation and recovery each night. Please remember this: calcium contracts the muscle. Magnesium lets it go. Without magnesium, Your muscles stay tense like a stretched-out wire that never releases. So don't overlook this silent bodyguard. Magnesium glycinate is bodyguard number 7, the relaxation specialist, ensuring your legs and muscles get the deep rest and powerful regeneration they need every night. Dear friends, we've now completed our journey through the 7 powerful vitamin bodyguards for muscle strength after age 60. Vitamin K2, the master controller, guides calcium to the right places. Vitamin C, the construction warrior, builds collagen to keep muscles strong. Vitamin B6, the power switch, turns protein into real strength. Vitamin E, the protective shield, fights free radicals and aids muscle recovery. Vitamin D3, the gene activator, switches on muscle regeneration. Vitamin B12, the nerve messenger, ensures clear communication between brain and muscles. Magnesium glycinate, the relaxation specialist, relaxes muscles, reduces cramps, and supports overnight healing. Each bodyguard has a different mission, but they all share one thing in common. They work best at night, when your body naturally repairs and restores itself. So tonight, I encourage you to take a few moments to reflect on your current routine and nutrition. Do you already have these bodyguards by your side? If not, start with just one. Choose the nutrient you believe you might be missing most and begin supplementing. A small, consistent change can make a noticeable difference as early as tomorrow morning. This isn't just about muscle health. It's about maintaining independence, building confidence, and living each day with energy and joy. If you found this video helpful, please click like to support us and subscribe to the Senior Vitality Now channel so you don't miss out on more valuable health insights. Share this video with your parents, grandparents, or loved ones. Help them protect their strength and live healthier, more vibrant lives. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you have questions or would like me to go deeper into how to supplement each vitamin effectively.